Hi guys, hope you're doing well today. Today, I just want to chat with you in terms of my current situation as a business owner and an employee working for one of my clients. So I just thought I want to share this with you to see exactly how you can utilize my advice or my current experience to your benefit, and are you obviously going through the same experiences. But I just thought let me share with you my thoughts, insights, and what I've been through. So many of you would know that I do have my own consultancy business. I worked at a consultancy firm prior to starting my business for 5 years. I left that company and I decided I want to go completely into my own consultancy. And I am a qualified industrial psychologist or organizational psychologist. I got my qualification roughly March 2023. So I am basically 1 year qualified as a whole. But in terms of the work that I've done for clients has been for 5, 6 years, or my work experience overall is 5 or 6 years. So I started in July, August with my consultancy, got everything in order, got my emails, website, hosting, domains, Microsoft, approached a couple of clients, got a couple of good referrals and so forth. And there were some good months, there were some bad months, and then come the new year, I was struggling a little bit in terms of getting sufficient income. So my income to debt ratio was 30 to 70, or my debt to income ratio was 70% to 30%, meaning I had more debt that I need to service or I had obligated to pay compared to what was coming in. Then I applied or I was approached by my client for a particular role, and then that first opportunity didn't wasn't successful. Then the current client that I'm servicing for one of my services, they also had an HR job available. Then I applied for it, I got the interview, and then I was obviously successful for the role. But what made my situation a little bit special or different is that I negotiated that I will not work a normal 5 day work week. I'll work a 4 day work week and then 1 day towards my business. And since my client knows me and the quality of my work and has been accustomed to who I am as an individual, my traits, my qualities, my attributes, they were quite happy for me to come up with that particular arrangement or proposal to say I work for 4 days for you guys, but 1 day obviously I need to focus on my business because you got me through my business and I've been servicing you as a service provider. It is kind of fair that we come to that arrangement. So I've worked now for 1 month as an HR manager. It has been a totally different shift for me because I was not used to being in the office for a set period of time, and now I need to be at the office and I need to think of other people, I need to think of re-energizing the workforce, bringing people up to speed with productivity, improving the experience in the organization. And there's been a lot of things I need to adjust and adapt because I'm coming from a consulting environment. I go to a client for 2 or 3 hours, done and dusted. I go to another client, I do that particular work, and I go home, I do my work after hours, and then I send you the work. So in this particular example, now I have the scope of HR manager. I have a lot of authority to institute policies, procedures, protocols, new ways of doing things, process documents, and so that gives me some leeway to institute new things that I haven't tried yet at my business. And in my business, I obviously now have my clients. I get new, fresh work. I get a different job task, job activities. So there's a great spillover effect between my job and me being an entrepreneur or business owner. So whatever I do at the business spills over to the job, and whatever I do at the job spills over to the business. So it's been now a month and a couple of days I've worked there. I like it, I enjoy it because now I can put my theories, my ideas into practice and I can see the results thereof. I've picked up a couple of traits that one needs to now obviously master and execute to make sure that I avoid burnout, I avoid any type of feeling overworked, and knowing the difference between when it's time to switch on my business mind and when it's time on to switch on my employee mind. Okay, so one thing or a few things I've picked up were time management. Very important. You need to know exactly how to prioritize your time for your for your job, which tasks to get done, which tasks take the most time, and how you can obviously play around with your time and gain time back. So hopefully throughout the day you can answer a couple of emails for your business or think of ideas for your business that can also benefit your job. Okay. Luckily, in my situation, my job is flexible. I can come to work at 8:30, 9 o'clock, 9:30, and leave a bit early. But the philosophy is, as long as my work gets done, then there's no particular issue. Now, I don't think that will be an issue for me, because as a service provider, I was obviously proactive. I always try to get my work done to my clients first, so I can have more time to do things such as research, networking, and so forth. Okay. So time management is very important. Knowing exactly how to win back time will save you greatly if you have such a situation, such as myself, work and business owner. Second one is energy management. Also, when you're working with time management, know exactly how much energy you're going to use in one task and how much you will use on the next task, so you can still have energy left when you come home after work and answer a couple of emails or tackle a couple of things. So if I see I'm going to have to design a policy or performance management structure, or I'm going to have to do some disciplinary hearing, it takes time and energy and communication with people. I tend to do that in the morning hours, from 8 to 12, or by 1 o'clock. At least most of my energy is utilized to get the heavy bulk of my work done. From 1 onwards, I can now just attend to emails, do things, lose requests I got from managers or colleagues that needed some assistance with their employees. Then when I get home, I can obviously use the excess energy and time that I've saved throughout the day towards my business. So time management and energy management kind of goes hand in hand, which is often not being spoken or enough about. But just because you can manage time doesn't mean you can have energy to do more things that you want. Okay. The third thing is going to be considered, knowing exactly which information in terms of what can be shared to your job and over to your business and so forth. So I always try to be more considerate in terms of information, structure, and I don't want to just infiltrate my business with my employee structures, and the same, I don't want to just infiltrate my job with the structures I have for the business. I'm a little bit more considerate in terms of structure, work schedules, and just practicality. Because when I was working on my own and I had my own time, I had my own structures and was at work for the business. Despite it not getting sufficient income, the structure I had was still relevant for me to be productive and to optimize my skill. And obviously now my job, I have a different structure that I follow that is just key focus towards the role and doesn't have to now infiltrate or obviously influence my business or my business structure. So I try to at least be considerate in that particular aspect. And then just overall the networking in this particular solution, because now you're having a job, now you're a business owner and entrepreneur, people will look up to you, people will see you as value, people want to network with you because now they can see you are a valuable individual who can handle multiple domains at the same time, or you have shown attributes and qualities that people can learn from you if they ever want to do the same or go to the same situation. So as of working now and being employed, my business has picked up in terms of some leads, possible emails here and there, calling people, obviously trying to reach out to me because they can see I'm actually now, I have a job, my value is increasing, my network at my job is increasing, and my network at my business side is increasing. So it's basically it's a win-win situation for myself. So the salary as I get from the business, I can obviously push some of my salary over to the salary from my job, I can push over to my business. So I'm basically whatever I'm earning as a salary, I'm paying back to the business to say thank you for leasing me to another particular entity. Okay, so my goal that I want to do is work as long as I can and fund my business till I have sufficient capital so I can employ more people, I can delegate more responsibilities, give people opportunities that I've never had before. Hopefully, I can then just be in the back end, supervise, allocate, and assist and advise where possible. But I want to obviously make sure people get opportunities with the situation and the arrangement I have been blessed with. Okay, so yeah, coming back to the value, your value will obviously substantially increase because once you can handle multiple domains and you can look after certain things, you hardly have many mistakes. When you do have mistakes, you own up to it and you can articulate yourself in terms of your job, your work, your personal relationships. Sorry, your networking. You become more resourceful. You become just an individual people want to be around. So it has definitely paid off, despite me having to adjust my times and get to work around a schedule between handling both and managing both. I can say there's been much more benefits and advantages being in such an arrangement. So for those of you that want to do such an arrangement or can have such an arrangement, in order for you to realize this is to be, number one, proud of yourself, be confident in yourself, be self-assured that you can handle certain things, you can have good time management, you have a great work-life balance system or process. And if you start a business and you have a couple of clients, you have much more leverage towards clients that want to obviously approach you and obviously make you an employee. But it gives you that negotiation power to say, hey, you got me to my business, but I would love to still put some time in my business and not be fully employed by you because I know how much I work and how much I can get out in a certain day. I don't think I need to be a full-time employee for you. And as long as you can break down your quality of work, how much time it takes you to give out that quality, you will always be in the driving seat. You will obviously have your foot on the fifth or sixth gear, which your hand in the fifth or sixth gear, sorry, with your foot on the pedal, and it will just be smooth sailing because you have worked out a system and you've done introspection with yourself and you've looked at your traits and you look at your qualities that will guide you and assist you in order to be successful and know how to handle multiple domains. Okay, so this was just my thoughts. As you can see, it's an unedited video. I didn't want to put any special time into edit it and cut out. I want to be as real with you and to kind of share my current experience, to give you some insight, to let you know that despite handling a couple of many things, there are some different ways to extract benefits, and I'm happy to connect with each one of you. So my business obviously is HR compliance or consultancy, where I focus on skill development, employment equity consulting. I do psychometric testing, I do organizational development. I'll be doing now in the future HR training, career counseling or career advising. I want to institute a little bit other HR aspects that I think I'm proficient in, so I can be a well-rounded HR person, which when I go to my job, I can extract from my job and bring to my business. Whatever I get from my business and my clients, I can extract and take it back to my job. Okay? But thank you very much for watching my video. If you like my content and you want to subscribe to it, I don't want to hold you with any obligation, but I would appreciate if you can just subscribe, like, comment, and interact with me. I love interacting, I love talking, I love being social, I love creating opportunities and seeing opportunities because I was not blessed to have those opportunities when I was young. And I just feel like it would be fair to take whatever I have and bless it to the communities, bless it to the greater good, so people can also benefit and feel like it's everything that they've worked for or studied for is all not in vain. But from my side, have a lovely day and we will chat soon.